Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It's the almighty Geoff, and this is episode 7 of Assassin's Creed. In the previous episode, we assassinated our first target, being Tamir. Now, as with the previous Kingdom episode, I went ahead and collected all the flags, killed all the Templars, scanned all the viewpoints, on the way to Acre, and then going along, like, collecting and killing strays, just off the path. So I actually made quite a bit of progress in this one. I was quite happy with where I ended up, because I think we started at around 30 odd flags and ended like 82 or something, which was a lot, so the next one should be pretty short. Again, this is post-recorded and the gameplay is sped up, because I mean I think it took me maybe an hour and 10 minutes to do that one. But we can actually go off along more paths now, because the entirety of the kingdom is actually unlocked after completing the first assassination. So on the way to Acre and Jerusalem, both of them, you can go any route you want. Anyway, the last topic video that I did whilst going through the kingdom was on the Brexit. And so I'm going to do another topic video today, and then we'll do one more when it comes to the Jerusalem walkthrough. And I've been asked to narrate by Ron again on my favourite video games and franchises and why I find them so interesting. So we'll go with my favourite franchise first, and that is, of course, Assassin's Creed. I own all the console games. I got 1, 2, Brotherhood Revelations, 3, Liberation HD, Black Flag, Freedom Cry, Rogue, Unity, The Chronicles, and Syndicate. Yes, that's all of them, isn't it? Strangely, the first game I got was Assassin's Creed Revelations, which I believe was the newest at the time, or either it was shortly after Assassin's Creed 3 came out. I'd asked for Brotherhood for Christmas. As my friend at the time said it was a really good game, so I thought I'd give it a try. But my mum got me Revelations by accident, which I'm fine with, because it was actually a limited edition one that came with Assassin's Creed 1 as well, which I never actually played at the time. At the time though, I didn't really enjoy Revelations, despite being my first game. It was only after owning it a year that I actually got into the story. The most ironic part about that is that Revelations is now my second favourite in the series. I definitely think if you feel that way about the game, give it a shot. I think I enjoy it more after finishing 2 and Brotherhood, because it adds to Ezio's story. Assassin's Creed 1 is another good game to finish before you do Revelations, because it kind of pieces the story all together and puts a finale on it, and it's an amazing story, to be honest, when you understand what's going on. Around last year and just before, Ron actually played through Assassin's Creed Rogue on his channel, which is my third favourite in the franchise at the moment. And I really enjoyed his series, so much so that I actually decided to load up Assassin's Creed 3, which I'd owned for quite a while, but I never actually played it just because of like the nasty impression that Revelations had left me. And I love that game. At the time, it was definitely, I'd go home after school every day and play through it, thinking it was like the best thing ever. And it was kind of like when people bicker on the comments now, like, OMG, shut up about Ezio, Connor is the best. That's what I was exactly like at the time. I don't feel that way now, and ironically, again, Assassin's Creed 3 is now my 10th favourite, which is the last of all the major games in my list, but I still do enjoy it, kind of. I think the most annoying part is the map synchronization thing, about how they try to make you actually go pixel back, and as a completionist it's a bit of a pain in the ass when in all the other games, except for Liberation, which we won't even talk about, when you just synchronize it, and then everything in that area is what you get, and it means that once you've synchronized all the viewpoints, you've practically completed the map and there's nothing you can do. But with Assassin's Creed 3 it means that you've only got like small patches on the map that you've actually found, and then you've got to go out and manually find them. A bit like the GTA 5 map, but that's not got viewpoints, but it's easy to get on that one. So I don't really like Assassin's Creed 3 that much. My favourite in the series to date is Assassin's Creed 2, which means it's not really an original view, but that just shows how good the game is really, doesn't it? At the time that I started Assassin's Creed 2, I owned Assassin's Creed 1, Revelations 3 and Black Flag, and from playing a bit of Revelations I wanted to see the whole Ezio trilogy, so I ordered 2 and Brotherhood at the same time, and Brotherhood actually arrived on the same day that I finished Assassin's Creed 2. From loading it up to obtaining the Platinum Trophy, I actually finished Assassin's Creed 2 in 4 days. That's including sleep and meals, not 86 hours. So that was terrible maths. It's 96 hours. Never mind. Sorry. I couldn't put it down. And I'm really looking forward to playing Assassin's Creed 2 after I've finished Assassin's Creed 1 on this channel, because it's definitely going to be an amazing series. Assassin's Creed 1 is my 6th favourite in the franchise, including the DLC and stuff as well. And it's from here and upwards that it gets quite tough to order which are my favourites. I get why some people don't really enjoy this game, as it's the first, it's the least developed, and the collectibles are quite tedious and the story is quite repetitive. But over the holiday that I was just on, I read Assassin's Creed The Secret Crusade, and it's the one that narrates Altair's life, and I've started to enjoy it a lot more, especially now that I know all about what's going on with the Crusades, the roles that the Templars had in each. I never really paid it much attention when playing the game originally, but now I definitely do. So on to about my favourite game. Assassin's Creed 2 was my favourite game of all time for a while, up until a few months ago. Upon finishing a game that actually came out gradually throughout 2015, and so my new favourite game from March until the present is actually called Life is Strange. I thoroughly believe that this game is a masterpiece. Though from the first episode it appears just to be like an interactive team drama simulator, which a lot of negative reviews made about the first episode. But from episode 2 onwards it's quite the emotional roller coaster. It's a game I definitely recommend that you try out playing, definitely, especially now that episode 1 is free across all consoles and PC. So at least give that one a try, and then if you enjoy the mechanics, then I recommend you move on and buy the season pass. But some scenes in particular, which I'm not going to spoil, but for those who've actually played the game, they'll know what I mean. The ending to episode 2, the start of episode 4, they're quite hard hitting, and they can put you into difficult situations that you need to treat as if it were real. And you feel like it's real, like you've grown quite close to the characters, because the episodes are quite long, so it's quite hard hitting, and you just kind of hope that you never have to put yourself in their shoes in real life, because they're very difficult to deal with. There are amazing plot twists. Every decision that you make affects interactions with characters into the story. You can try to help everyone, or you can screw up their lives, a bit like The Sims really. But nothing like The Sims at all in the same way. You can explore 2 relationship paths, and there's so much to interact with. It's definitely, I say it's a replayable game. I've actually played through the entire story about, I think, at least 3 times. So it's replayable in the way that you can change your decisions and then see how that impacts the story. But after you finish it for the first time, it doesn't really have that same effect on it, because you're doing it for the first time, you're like, oh my god, what's going on? And you're doing it as like having no clue what's going on in situations, so it kind of takes that away from it, but it's still an enjoyable game by a long shot. The music, both licensed and unlicensed, are amazing. They really bring the scenes to life. They express the mood, and sometimes they can foreshadow future events if you pay attention to the lyrics. Obviously it's quite difficult to tell at the time. Once you've finished an episode and you go back and then you listen, it's like that kind of foreshadows. Characters are amazing. Scenery and the cartoony appearance of it makes it one of the best games to play for a story. Just keep a box of tissues nearby. That's the only advice I can really give you. And try not to watch, if you're planning on playing it, I wouldn't recommend watching a playthrough of it first. I'd recommend playing through the game itself to have the full experience of it. I will actually be playing this game myself on this channel after the conclusion of Amnesia, and I'm really looking forward to playing it, and I'm also kind of dreading it. Yeah, you might end up actually seeing me cry on camera, but don't worry, I'm good. I'm good. You'll have fun either way, whether if you've played the game or not. You can see my decisions and stuff. Whether I do one playthrough or a few, I'm not sure. Whether I do one as if it's the first time playing and then a second playthrough of it, with the knowledge of what happens in the future, maybe, depends on what you guys think. Obviously there are other series I love too. I'm a long-time Saints Row fan, Saints Row 2 being my favourite, of course. I've never actually played Saints Row the first. Yeah, I mean, I know it's not called Saints Row the first, but the first one, which is really unfortunate because I really want to play it, but it's only available on the Xbox, so if I ever get it one day, I might do a playthrough of it on this channel. If not, I just watch Ron's videos again. But Saints Row the Third is another good game. I really enjoy that one as well. I don't get why it gets so much hate. I mean, I know it's not as good as Saints Row 2, but it's still a good game, I think. 4 was disappointing. I actually pre-ordered the special edition of Saints Row 4 when it came out, and it was good for the first playthrough, but you can tell where it went downhill, and Get Out of Hell is pretty crap, to be honest, but we'll play through all of them anyway. Uncharted, that's another awesome series. I've played them all except for A Thief's End, which is the latest one, and I think it's the last in the franchise, so I'm going to be playing through the whole series of that eventually. I enjoyed The Sims as well, even though it's not really a story one. It's a good game to play if you're bored and stuff. I like The Sims 1, which a lot of people kind of shrug off because it's got limited features and stuff like that, but it's original, and it's actually quite terrifying to children, especially the danger themes. Yeah, it's not a game to play at midnight, I'm telling you that, especially if you get burgled, you'll crap your pants. I think if you go to my original channel, I think maybe episode 12 of my expansion pack series, I think I got burgled on that, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? Any Bethesda game, they're all really good. The Fallout series, the Elder Scrolls, stuff like that, they're all good games. Pretty much any Rockstar game, I think, even though a lot of people can be very analytical about Rockstar games, like, oh, this is crap compared to this one, every Rockstar game I've played so far I've thoroughly enjoyed. I own Red Dead, obviously, GTA 5 on PS3 and PS4, GTA 4, GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas. San Andreas I have on the PS3 and the PS4, and I'll be playing through all of those eventually. And L.A. Noire. I think that's all the Rockstar games that I own at the moment. I might get Max Payne at some point as well. That should be quite good. But I reckon, I know I've been talking for 14 minutes now, so I don't really want to drag this one out as much as the last one, so I'm going to call it here. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.